Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special edition of Locomotive Versus. This is the As the Crow Flies Royale. We are doing this as a test Wednesday special, although it's coming out Thursday morning, but whatever. To show off and play with a couple of new rules that Tyler and I developed to make style points not drag so much. Going into the Mr. Worldwide season, we just sort of wanted to work this out. So, without further ado, I will introduce our contestants, but first I just contradicted myself with saying without further ado. I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me I have Tyler as my technical advisor.
Hello.
And starting off our roster is the suggester of this, Fort.
Hello. So I brought my favorite steam locomotive ever, Canadian National, UG2 class 6213.
The Ugo.
It's located less than or just over 50 kilometers away from me.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about this engine. Vanderbilt aside, I don't know how I feel about this engine. Anyway,
what's there to dislike?
Canadian.
It's just a little odd. I don't know. It just is off-putting. It's like an uncanny valley northern. I don't know why. Anyway, Milky.
He's a northern.
Okay, so my engine is Ferrari Kohala
Nailed it.
Cicadas. I butchered the shit out of it, I know. Tired.
You want to try that again?
Let me try. Ferrari Zacatez.
Yes.
All right, sure.
We'll go with that.
We just
Number
whiplashed
6.
from the largest engine to the smallest engine here.
Yeah, I'm about 10 miles away from this.
Nice.
And it's very unfortunate that it's this, because I could have an SP boy.
Would it be the SP Mogul?
Yes.
Of course. Anyway, Dean in the third position.
I have St. Louis and San Francisco, number 1351, which is about 10 miles, give or take, away from me.
All right.
It's really close.
You know what you'd rather have? A pair of tweezers.
God! No!
Anyway, Bender.
Hello. I'm back again with the beautiful object of my dreams. This is only 14 miles away from me, and it's crazy.
Nice. I wonder... my closest steam engine is in Essex. That's right, I established that. Anyway, Kaiser.
Hello. I am bringing Susquehanna, New York / Meridian and Bigby River Railroad number 116. I was born in the city in which this locomotive is located.
Oh, nice.
Meridian, Mississippi. So, I live, right next to it.
So, if you guys haven't figured out, as the crow flies, these folks brought the engines they are physically closest to at this very moment. And, for those who don't know, Rhode Island is the only state in the entirety of the United States, at least until all those engines get bought off of Hawaii, that does not have a steam locomotive. So, life sucks, then you die. But
Yeah. It did be like that.
If I were here, I would like to open a portal and make Daniel Nason the closest engine to me in spirit. But I really like how they took all of the diameter out of the wheels and put it on the boiler for this thing. That's where it went. My first thought was looking at the wheels. My second thought was looking at the boiler and going, wow, this is a disproportionate locomotive. But anyway, a locomotive whose proportions that I cannot quite get over is this the Ugo, UG.
The Uglo.
What is your first stat call?
Oh my! Wait a second. I just realized I messed it up. It's not UG2.
Oh, no.
It's U2G.
Okay.
Oh, that's disappointing. I'm
still calling it the Uglo.
I was really wondering why I wasn't calling any of these previously the Ugo. And that's because that's not how what it is. It's not UG. It's,
I know. I've noticed that it's literally through my entire life. I've instinctively wanted to call it the UG2 instead of the U2G. I have no idea why.
Well, your timer's almost out, so you should pick something.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to pick Great Area.
Great Area, going
Weekly.
once,
That
going
was extremely
twice.
Scottish.
Yeah, I know.
Any vetoes? I thought I heard something.
Nope.
Nope. All right.
The Great Area.
Great Area, starting with Fort.
Yeah. So that would be 84.3.
Okay. Milky?
Wait, I did pick the right one.
Yes.
Okay.
22.60.
That's a difference.
Yeah.
Dean,
50.3.
50.30. Bender,
27.34.
still
Wow.
bigger than the narrow gauge engine. Kaiser,
49.50.
okay, that's a
I hit
wow.
my 3.
You were very close to this, which you're a
Yeah.
Mikado, right, Dean?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, the winner of this is the Uggo. Fort gets 5 points. Dean gets 4 points. Kaiser gets 3 points. Bender gets 2 points, and the narrow gauger is getting 1, unfortunately. Despite being very cute and being the only outside frame engine here. Also, it's funny that we
Yeah.
have an outside frame engine here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm a little rusty. It's been a little while since we've done one of these. I'm trying to
That's okay.
remember what all I have to do. But I do know I have to do this. Milky, what's your first style point? Stat call, blah.
Nice.
Your first-
Jump of the
Going
gun.
into that
Teleported.
already? Wow.
You assume this thing has style?
I'm looking at it. Of course it does.
Just kidding.
Outside frames.
Yeah.
It's got
Um,
2 stacks.
Doesn't it?
It doesn't-
What's your engine weight, everyone?
Engine weight.
Oh, God.
Going once. Going twice. Okay, engine weight starting with Fort.
Okay, so this is. Let's make sure I'm looking at the right one. 3, 9. Wait, that's not right. Whoops! I've forgotten how to use a keyboard here.
You'll figure it out.
I'm sorry.
We're all rusty.
Okay, so 379,800.
All right. Milky,
94,000.
54,000. Dean,
322,600.
hey, why are you that close to a northern?
Yeah.
I don't
This
know.
was
Rebuild?
this was engine weight, right?
Yeah.
Engine weight, yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, nobody
Yeah,
accidentally
I-
put in weight on drivers or something. All right. Bender,
152,000 even.
that's a lot heavier than the narrow gauge thing. Kaiser,
This will surprise you, I'm pretty sure.
uh-oh.
212,900.
Actually, I'm not surprised by that. You're pretty middle of the
I'm
road.
not surprised.
Yeah. Okay, so Milky wins this one on the narrow gauge engine. 5 points to Milky, 4 points to Bender, 3 points to Kaiser, 2 points to Dean, and 1 point to Fortmaster. I wanted to say when this thing has 2 stacks, I mean they're stacked on top of one another. But anyway,
Yeah.
Dean, your first stat call. Dean's no longer here.
Oh, sorry. That was muted.
I was gonna say you got stuck in the drain.
Oh, whoops! Okay, so
Richie Frisco.
okay. Correction. I just realized I put in the wrong stat, but it wouldn't have changed anything.
I effing knew it. Did you put in weight on drivers?
No, I put in the wrong class.
Oh, okay.
You nugget.
No,
That's
but
still,
I still
you put in the
would've- I
wrong
still-
class. That's a stat page full of northerns. Did you find a 3-foot gauge northern? What? That's still incredibly light.
Okay, for some reason, I scrolled down to the U4, and it's lighter than the U2.
How are any of these northerns only 379,000 pounds?
I don't
Anyway,
know.
It's
Dean.
actually 400,000.
Yeah, it's like, I still would have lost, but
let's do. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Tender fuel capacity.
Tender fuel capacity. Is everyone here coal-fired?
Nope.
Yeah, no, that's not
Okay.
gonna work.
Oil.
Try something else, Dean.
Tender water capacity.
A tender water capacity. Why did you do that? Going once, going twice. Tender water capacity. Starting with Fort, with the big tender.
Okay, 13,920.
13,920. Milky.
Oh, I can shrink out my tender for a while with 4,000 gallons.
Nice. Dean.
10,700.
That's 700. Bender.
It's enough to get there and back.
6,000.
It's enough to get there back.
I'm amazed that's so close to me.
Yeah. Kaiser.
Mine is also enough to get there and back again.
6,000. Yeah, it does look like about 90% of your tender is coal, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, Vanderbilt. Oops, sorry.
I will remind everyone that it is, and this is something that's never happened because I asked for it, but I'm asking for it now. It is helpful for dramatic effect to not hit enter until your name is called. Because then it doesn't show up on my screen until your name is called. So it, doesn't provide spoilers for the audience. At least those that actually watch the video portion. So anyway, hit enter and say it out loud, etc. Here we are. Fort gets 5 points, unsurprising, but Dean actually does pull in 4 on his own stat. Bender and Kaiser each get 3, and Milky takes home 1.
Vanderbilt for the win.
No.
Oh.
No.
It's not the right kind of Andy.
Western Idaho and Maryland, number 1. Bender, what is your first stat call?
I don't know, Bob.
I thought you were saying Obama.
What's your first stat call?
All right, I got a few things here, and given Kaiser's and mine's antique, but I am going to go with tubes, sir.
Tubes.
Tubes.
Okay.
Going once. Going twice. Okay, tubes. While everyone finds their tubes really quick, I'm going to tell a little anecdote, which is that when we were at the Community Cat Center looking at cats to adopt, they take a lot of them in as, they might not necessarily have names, and so they have to give them basically temporary names while they're staying at the shelter. The first cat we looked at, they had named Barack. And I was like, oh, look at this cat here. Anyway, Fort, tubes.
Okay, tubes 33 at 2.25.
33, 2.25 inches. Milky.
Tubes, right?
191 at 2.
191, 2 inch. That's good. Yes, tubes, Dean.
That's same, Milky.
Oh, what? How?
Yeah.
Well,
What I want to know
okay.
is,
I
how
think
does Ford have 33 tubes?
because he's probably got a zillion superheaters. I just want to say this Royale has already entered the Twilight Zone for me. Bender.
I'm a modern engine. All of my stuff is made in fluid.
Yeah, allegedly, you're also filled with helium. Apparently.
Alco make thick.
What?
Jesus.
Where do you fit them all?
Christ.
In the winter!
A tender.
272
He's already-
tubes.
Listen. The tender is also a boiler. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're
Oh, I just realized what I should have done last weekend. I should have counted all the tubes on number 7.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, Kaiser.
237 2-inch.
230. Oh, that's really... Well, it's still not as good as the guy... How do you... Alright, never mind. I'm not even going to ask this. Somehow, Bender takes home a 5 here. Bender takes home a 5. Kaiser takes home a 4. Milky and Dean each get 3, and Fort gets 1.
I would just like to comment that is from the specs straight from Alco.
I don't think you're lying. I just don't understand how Alco did that.
Neither do I.
This boiler is bigger.
Magic.
The boiler is bigger on the inside. Meanwhile,
it's a TARDIS.
yeah. Meanwhile, Kaiser's boiler is just bigger overall. Speaking of which, Kaiser, what's your first stat call?
Let me look here and let me tell you.
All right. Well, you've got 60 seconds. Meanwhile, I say for those curious, the cat who we have named Venkman that we adopted, his name was originally Claude, or Clyde. Claude or Clyde. I can't recall which. Anyway.
Okay. Driver wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase. Okay.
Wait, no.
You sure you want to play that with Milky in play?
Hold on. What did you say, Kaiser?
Engine wheelbase.
Engine wheelbase.
We already played that.
Okay.
We no. We already played that.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
No, we haven't.
Didn't we?
No, we did.
No, it's in there for Kaiser.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
are we doing
I'm sure
that,
we played that.
No, we didn't.
Engine wheel.
I'm sure.
No, we
already
haven't
played
done
that.
Dean, I'm keeping track of it.
All
We have
right.
not.
I'm
Yeah,
in
no,
the
we
tank
definitely
and will
have
not.
There have
Yeah,
only
we haven't.
been
You
like
want to
4
see-
stat calls thus far. How do we lose track of one?
If you want to see, I have
There's a chart.
Just scroll down the chart.
Anyway,
My domain.
I have the receipt.
engine
Oh,
wheelbase
you know
starting
what?
with Ford.
Yeah. I'm
I
chum.
was making sure I have the right one. 43.83.
43.83. Milky.
Y'all know I'm narrow gauge, right? 16.42.
16.42. Nice.
36.9.
6.9. Bender.
10-wheeler.
Yeah.
24.57 for Bender. And Kaiser.
24.33.
That's first of all, that's really close. Second of all, yeah, Milky, you might be narrow gauge, but I still think he has smaller drivers than you. Anyway, I mean, have you seen those things?
Yeah.
So Milky gets 5 points here for being the smallest, most nimbile engine. Kaiser gets 4 points by a nose. Bender gets 3. Dean gets 2, and Fort gets 1 because he's huge. And the babes go wild.
Huge.
Please tally up your points for the end of round 1. Boy, this is already going sideways. I am going to brief the audience really quick on what the new rules are, because I think I only told you guys and not the audience. Which is 2 rules. Number 1 is that the bottom 2 contestants, or anyone 10 points behind the leader, is not included, is automatically folded, and is not included in style points, or at least they aren't allowed to call any, when style points happens. And number 2, if you get a point off of a style point that you called, you get to go again immediately. Anyway. I think there are adjustments that can be made to that rule, but I want to see how it plays out. So, here's where we stand right now. Wow, that's a lot of pairs.
Yeah.
Kaiser and Bender are tied for first place with 17 points apiece. Dean and Milky are tied for second place with 15 points apiece. I don't understand how that happened. And Fort is in last place with 13 points. 5s and 1s for Fort, being the largest engine here by a wide margin.
Yeah.
And before I go on, I'd like to remind everyone in the audience to buy some trading cards. Buy some Steam.
Yeah.
If you like Loco Royale, you'll love Locomotive Royale trading cards, which are for sale now on Kickstarter, and I'll be posting a thing in the comments that's a link to the Kickstarter. We are like 71% of the way funded to producing the whole batch, but there are still quite a few packs left for sale. Get yours today.
Yeah, you say that, and what, you have a confirmed, like, second run?
I mean, I have a basically confirmed second run. I really want to do the Rares Online ones, and we will see.
Well, no, the other order.
Oh, the Waltz order. Well, that's included in this one. That is unfortunately not enough to make a whole run out of, but we will figure that one out.
Alright.
I sent him an email about it. I haven't received a response yet. Hopefully I will by the end of the day. Anyway, Fort, your second stat call. Just start off round 2.
Okay, so I think I'm going to go with combined heating surface.
That's a good call for you, going once. Going twice. Combined heating surface. Fort, go ahead.
Okay, that would, for me, combined heating surface would be 5,915.
That's a lot. Milky.
Mine is 1,517.
1517. Dean.
4,083.
Yep.
Pretty good. Bender.
2135.
With all those tubes? Kaiser?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not great.
33.52.
That's pretty good. I would hope so. Anyway, Fort wins his own stat call. That's a good one. 5 points for Fort, 4 points for Dean, 3 points for Kaiser, 2 points for Bender, and 1 point for Milky in the narrow gauge division.
Yep.
But
you want to know something kind of funny?
What's up?
If the engine I have now didn't exist, I would be coming with a repeat offender, AT&N 401.
Oh, and that thing did great.
Yeah,
it did great when I wasn't the one using it.
That's fair.
Okay.
Anyway, Milky, what's your second stat call?
I'm going to call a very nice stat. Total engine and tender weight.
I'm wondering why this is very nice. Going once?
Yeah. Can I veto that?
Yes, you can.
Damn. For reference, it was 169,000.
Nice.
That's why it's nice.
Well,
so thank you for killing the nice. Tender loaded weight.
Tender loaded weight. Going once. Going twice. Tender loaded weight, starting with Fort.
Okay, so just making sure I have the right one again, because there's a lot of locomotives on this page. So that would be... Oh, that's not it. Okay, so it would be 278,000.
Oh, that's more than me combined.
That's so much of your engine, dude. Yeah. Anyway, Milky.
75,000.
75,000 pounds.
Vanderbilt for the win. Yay.
207,500.
7,500. Bender?
120,000.
Okay.
Kaiser?
117,100.
Nice. Nice for Master Chief. Yeah. Wow. Your tender's stubby. Anyway, it might be perspective, but damn. So Milky wins that. 5 points to Milky, smallest tender or lightest tender. Kaiser gets 4 points. Bender gets 3 points. Dean gets 2 points, and Fort gets 1 point. The ultimate question: will Fort get anything other than a 5 or a 1?
Yeah, I know. I'm really. It's like why?
All right, Dean, you're up.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
Going once.
Veto.
Yeah.
Damn it.
What was that stat call anyway?
It was Booster.
Yeah, I like it. I like the guy maniacally laughing with the Mikado, blows his load in round 2 and gets vetoed immediately. All right.
I don't even have a booster stat.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't have a booster.
No, but that's the thing. I don't even have the category for it.
Because you don't have a booster.
Maybe you did have a booster and now it's hidden. It's a secret. Anyway, Dean, pick something else.
Just the Megamind meme of
did we do tractive effort yet?
No.
No.
Tractive effort.
Tractive effort. Going once. Going twice. Tractive effort. Starting with Fort.
Okay, tractive effort is 56,786.
Well, that is awfully close to me.
Yeah. No surprises there. Milky.
Alright, mine is 21,056.
Okay. Dean?
53,356.
Wow, that is really close. Bender?
25,380.
Wow,
I was really wondering if you were going to be above or below the narrow gauge. Kaiser?
45,670.
Yeah. I was going to make a comment about the utility of those tiny, tiny wheels, but you're still smack dab in the middle. You could go up by, you could go up or down by almost 10,000 and still be smack dab in the middle. So, here's where we stand. Fort obviously taking home 5 points from this. Dean with a very close second taking 4. Kaiser with 3. Bender with 2. Milky with 1. And so, we move on to number 2. Bender, what is your second stat call?
Minimum weight of rail, Bob.
Minimum weight of rail. Going once.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You should ask that with Milky around.
Going twice. Minimum weight of rail. Fort?
Okay, where is this? Where is this located on the page?
If Fort's is lower than Dean's, I swear to God.
It might be, because
it might be. He's got extra axles.
Yeah, but it's also I'm a very big engine, so
yeah,
I
but
have
you
no
were
idea.
barely heavier than Dean. You're very big, but you're like not.
Give me the number.
Okay, so I'll just tell you a tale. This the UG2s were limited to Ontario and Quebec because of their weight.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
So 103.
103. That's not that heavy. That's so light.
That ain't that bad for a northern.
It's really close for me.
It's not Penzi standard.
Yeah, the PR has entered the chat. 150 or 103 pounds is child's play. Anyway, Milky.
Yeah. 43.
43.
Yeah, I knew
Dean.
it. 94.
94. Okay. Well, oh well. I guess I'll leave disappointed. Bender.
64.
64. And Kaiser.
81.
What the hell, dude? Anyway, Milky wins. No surprise there. 5 points to the narrow gauge. 4 points to Bender. 3 points to Kaiser. 2 points to Dean. 1 point to Fort.
I may have to remake my opinion of this engine after this.
It's serving you well.
You know, all this is showing me is that my engine is just general middle of the road locomotive.
Which is bizarre considering the engine. Then again, it doesn't take much to be middle of the road between a northern and a narrow gauge consolidation.
Consolidation.
Oh, sorry, is this a mogul?
No.
Oh, it's a 10-wheeler. It's a 10-wheeler. I see.
Partially, yes.
Yes.
You're half correct. We'll get to that later.
Why am I half
You want to know
correct?
something
Why
funny?
did this thing start as a Pacific or something?
Yes.
God damn it.
You want to know something interesting about the railroad on which this locomotive worked? It's not a style point. You know, back in 2001, there was that rocket booster train that fell into a swamp in Alabama.
Oh no!
No.
Yeah, this is the this locomotive once ran on that track.
Congrats.
I wonder if they should have had it hold the rocket boosters.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they should have turned on the rocket booster. It would have gone a lot faster than it would with those drivers. Anyway.
Chat train moment.
Yeah, alright. Kaiser, what's your stat call?
Let's see. Something that won't, kill me.
I have an important question after this stat. Actually, I can look it up myself.
Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
Oh, that's a good call for you.
Ooh,
Going once? Going twice? Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume. Go ahead for it.
Okay, wait. I just want to make sure okay. So, I got... that's not a point. Okay, so I got 230.12.
30.12.
I've already lost.
Oh no. Milky?
Milky, go.
Okay, I'm just double checking to make sure that I'm not seeing things. Because I got 288.95.
Oh my god!
Yes. What the hell?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you have tiny cylinders.
I tell you, it's popcorn cylinders.
Anyway, Dean.
176.14.
Yeah.
That's bad.
What the hell?
Moving on, Bender.
250.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Kaiser.
Am I gonna lose?
Yeah.
I lost hard.
Again, I ask, what the hell, dude?
Yeah.
Alice,
This is hilarious.
I got something other than a 5 or a 1.
202. What is with this engine? Anyway, yeah, so Milky wins with 288. That's really good. You don't normally see those numbers out of something that isn't a compound.
I don't know.
Bender with 4 points, Fort with 3 points, Kaiser with 2 points, Dean with 1 point. So I did a little investigation because while everyone tallies their numbers up, I did a little investigation into this class and its sister classes, because I don't want to spoil how many are in this engine's class. And I noticed this is engine number 116. And I said, if there's a 116, is there a 113?
God damn it.
Oh, no.
Here's the thing, and I'm not sure if I should be mad or elated, but apparently, at least in this spectrum of locomotives that the Suzy had, there was a 113, there was a 111, a 112, a 114, a 115, a 116. I think someone's messing with us. I think this locomotive is otherworldly, and it is not only dumping rocket boosters in the river and manipulating its own stats, it is messing with all of us from beyond the grave. And by all of us specifically, I mean Pat. Anyway.
No, the funny thing is, though, is that, like, SNY 113 is this dinky little 440.
Oh, so it does exist!
Yes!
It does exist, it's just not a consolidation.
It's the classiest thing ever.
I have so many questions. Anyway, let's look at the numbers. Here's where we stand right now. Holy cow, that's a 3-way tie for first. Yeah!
I'm gonna die.
And it's the most bizarre 3-way tie.
It's a 3-way tie for first, and then a 2-way tie for second.
Okay, the Ghost of Foamer's Pass, number 116, is one of these 3 engines tied for the lead. Also, Western Idaho and Maryland, numbers 1 and 2, and the Mexican thing, who I'm not going to try to pronounce, all with 32 points sitting in the lead. Hey, remember that thing about the people 10 points behind the leader are getting kicked out of style points? I'm not sure we're going to have any. Meanwhile, the Canadian National Ugo and the Big Fat Mikado are in 4th with 28 points apiece. Wow, this just gets worse.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is the most cursed Royale.
We have 2. This is the Royale that I'm going to be putting out as a, hey, take a look at this game show we made from now on, I think. Anyway.
That's how bizarre it gets.
Fort. It's 3rd stat call. Make it something good.
Ooh, excuse me, sorry.
Wow, nice stat.
Okay, I'm going to, flu and tube length.
Flu and tube length, that's a smart call. Going once?
Yeah.
Going twice? Flu and tube length, Fort?
21.5.
That's pretty long. Milky?
14.50.
14.50. Dean?
Ford and I are pretty close. 1861.
I wouldn't call that close. Bender?
It's like 3 feet.
Way to beat those guys, narrow gauge.
Oh no. 14 feet for Bender.
Bigger boiler.
3 feet in this is like 15% difference. That's significant.
I found out where they fit all the tubes is behind the steam dome.
Yeah, so your engine's bigger on the inside. Kaiser's is also ridiculous, so I'm assuming Kaiser's going to drop like 27 feet on us.
Probably.
What the hell?
What?
Yes. Yes.
What?
Oh, this is hilarious.
Would you mind saying that for the audience, Kaiser?
14.42.
In between the WI&M and the narrow gauge is this thing. I can't comprehend. Gauge. I can't do anything anymore. All right. Anyway, the Ugo wins. Ford gets 5 points. Dean gets 4 points. Milky gets 3. Kaiser gets 2, and Bender gets 1.
Yeah, after this, I'm rethinking my opinion on this engine.
I get it now. I get how you have so many tubes, Bender. They're stacked end to end.
Oh, yeah. Only counting half the length, clearly.
Have you guys seen the video, which was like a Portal promotional video that is for the turrets, and it shows how they load the ammo into the turret? Yeah, they just dump all the bullets into the top. I'm pretty sure that's how this engine was made.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway,
the fireman has to constantly refill the boiler because it has absolutely no water capacity.
I thought you were about to say he has to constantly refill the tubes, just like he's chucking new tubes in there.
You're moving out too fast, Chief.
Anyway, where were we? Milky, I think it's your stat call.
Wait on drivers, boys.
Wait on drivers. Who could have seen this coming? Going once.
Lower is better for this,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Going twice. Okay, Fort, prepare to lose.
Yeah, I know. Just making sure I got the right one this time.
But will it be higher than Dean?
Oh, God. Okay, so 246,100.
It is higher than mine.
Oh, okay. Milky.
78,000.
Wait, what? Didn't we?
Yeah, I thought so.
Didn't... Okay, moving on. Oh, I get it. I remember what happened now. I was thinking 75,000, which was your tender weight. Anyway, Dean.
225,600.
Okay. Bender?
Yeah.
Subtract 100,000.
115,000?
Nice.
I'm gonna ask you to say it out loud going forward. Kaiser?
Okay.
195,400.
Ooh.
What an engine.
Ouch.
I think you do well on ET's weight computation. I just got to say that much. Anyway, so Milky wins, gets 5 points with a very small engine, of course. Bender gets 4 points, Kaiser gets 3, Dean gets 2, and Fort gets 1. And the entire time I was reading that out, I was shaking my head. Just because I don't. Nothing about that was surprising, but I'm somehow flabbergasted by that very fact.
I didn't lose it by as wide a margin as I thought I would.
I found it. I found the... Yes.
I'm afraid of whatever you have found. Hold on, do I... No, never mind. Alright, Dean.
This might be a mistake. Driver diameter.
Driver diameter. It's a mistake for somebody. I don't know if it's for you. Going once.
Whoa.
What?
That was just a noise I made.
Oh, okay, I thought
Keep
you were
going.
saying going twice. And driver diameter.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Mr. Big Box Pock. Driver diameter.
Yeah, geez, you shouldn't have done this with the mixed traffic engine. 73.
That's not even... Alright. Nothing about this engine is impressive, and it's still just gargantuan compared to everything else here. Milky.
Exactly.
42.
42. Dean.
The answer to everything.
63.
63. Bender.
63.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, it do be like that. Kaiser.
Yep.
51.
Okay. Still bigger than the narrow gauge, I guess. They look like they're 2 feet tall, I swear to God.
Yeah.
I can imagine this thing going, and I can just see the wheels like...
Yeah, right.
Anyway, Ford with the mixed traffic engine with 5 points. Dean and Bender with 4 points apiece. Then Kaiser with 2 points and Milky with 1 point.
Why did you say that so strangely, Ellis? I mean,
because it was just a weird thing to call out.
Well,
I don't know.
You have all these other little all these engines that are like most likely made for freight.
I mean,
I'm technically mixed traffic.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could figure at least 2 other engines here are mixed traffic. Maybe the Big Mikado also.
I don't know. I don't have their pictures up for me right now, so I can't look at them.
The only reason I really said it that way is because it's such a strange thing to call out with regard to driver diameter. Because generally you don't want to be mixed traffic. You want to be a passenger engine. That's what gives you the big drivers. You just happen to be bigger than everyone else here.
Yeah, but
not because you're big, just because you're bigger. It's like being the tallest person in the room, but it's because you're the teacher of first grade.
I mean, that works. That works.
Anyway.
Now give us all your lunch money.
Yeah.
Listen, get on with it, please.
Imagine the racket, like the Italian mobster racket you could pull doing protection money from your first graders. Anyway, things Kurt thinks about when he's a guidance counselor. Bender, what's your stat call?
I have a couple options here, but I think I'm going to go with overall wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase. Going once. Going
I don't
twice.
want to do that with Milky around.
I mean, I would say he's not a threat to anyone, but everyone's a threat to everyone because everyone is tied.
Yes.
So Fort, overall wheelbase.
Okay, overall wheelbase is 82.4.
82.4. Milky.
47.50.
47.50. Dean.
74.16.
416. Bender.
It feels a lot shorter than that.
52.99.
That's what she said. Kaiser.
55.46.
What a world we live in.
Yeah.
Kaiser. What is with this engine, man?
Yeah.
Anyway, Milky, you get 5 points.
Yay.
Bender gets 4 points. Kaiser gets 3. Dean gets 2. Ford gets 1. Bender, is that your first 4? No. No. Why did I say that?
No.
Like, you've had so many 4s. Just kidding.
He has 5 4s.
That's a lot of
6
4s. It's the first one that stuck out at me because I think no matter what happens with the number 116, I'm gonna be confused at this point. I think no matter what happens, and so I'll just zero in on something to get my mind off of it. Speaking of which, my mind's on it. Kaiser, what's your stat call?
I'm gonna try something here, and me. Ellis Tamelio's weight computation.
Okay, there it is. Going once. Going twice. Yeah, I didn't figure that would be important enough to veto. Weight on drivers divided by engine weight. Ellis Tamelio's weight computation. Go ahead and use the table down here, and we will sort them out as they arrive.
Here we go. Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, that's right.
Okay, I think you're going to have a bad time. The 10-wheelers are going to have a bad time. The Northern is also going to have a bad time, probably. But
and engine.
All right, Dean is 0.7. That's rough.
Yeah.
Milky is 0.83, somehow better than Dean. You're blowing my mind out here.
Because he's like a Connie.
Fort is remarkably bad at 0.61. Bender is 0.76, which is pretty good for a 10-wheeler. And yeah, there it is. Kaiser at 0.92. If you got over 90% of your weight on drivers, you're doing pretty well for yourself. You're doing well enough that I suggest that on the back of your Locomotive versus trading card as a stat to call. Anyway, yeah, here's where we stand. Kaiser gets 5 points. Good stat call. Milky gets 4 points. Bender gets 3 points. Dean gets 2 points. And Fort gets 1 point. How's that mixed traffic engine doing for you? Anyway, tally up your points for the end of round 3. Tyler, I haven't gone to you yet. What are your thoughts on the current competition?
Let me try to animate to you the shocked disbelief in my face.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm not alone.
Also, narrow gauge supreme.
Narrow gauge managing to hold on to first at the end of last round. We'll see where we are today. We'll see where we are at this moment. I mean, do you think the narrow gauge has a shot?
I see some options.
Okay.
I see some capabilities.
Okay, leaving some things behind the curtain. All right, is everybody all set up? That looks fine to me. In fact, Tyler, the narrow gauge definitely has a shot. The narrow gauge 10-wheeler Pacific is in first place with 50 points. That is really good. And the other 10-wheeler here, which is actually a 10-wheeler from birth, which is Bender's W9M, number 1 and 2, with 48 points in second place. With 47 points in third place is the Susie Consolidation. I don't know what to call it.
160.
The Ghost of Foamer's Past. And in 4th place is Dean with 42 points in the Frisco 1351. Finally, in last place is Fort with the Canadian National Uggo and 41 points. So, just to illustrate that again, because I really talked my way in circles around that. Milk is in 1st. Bender's in 2nd. Kaiser's in 3rd. Dean is in 4th. Fort is in last. Unfortunately, in his own Royale. So, we progress to...
It's not my fault that all of you live near such small engines.
Simply move somewhere with smaller engines.
Yeah. Jeez, man.
Anyway.
Times.
Fort.
Brings in the mogul.
4th and final stat call. Brings Everett 11.
Okay, so you know what? I think I'm going to go for something a little safer. Number in class.
Veto.
Oh my god. Alright, I heard Milky's first.
Okay. How about...
Try that again.
How about number built?
Number built.
Veto.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, okay, then I guess I gotta go for my third option. How about year built?
Year built.
Aha.
Okay.
Going once. Going
I'm loving
twice.
this.
Okay. This one's gonna go. Fort.
1943.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Milky.
1904.
Oh.
I'm Foxy Grandpa here.
Dean?
Tied Fort.
Oh!
1943 for Dean. Bender.
Okay.
It's in a rebuild.
God's glorious year of June of 1906.
Okay. Kaiser.
A very good movie. 1917.
Absolutely,
Okay.
I agree. I can't wait to do an episode of The Realist on 1917. Anyway.
Yes.
That one is actually, we already watched it. I'm not sure if I can convince Gloria to watch it again, but we did watch it a while back before we started the podcast. Anyway, go watch the Realist podcast. Dean and Fort, you guys both take home 5 points for being built in 1943. Live by the stat sheet for Dean. Kaiser, smack dab in the middle, you get 3 points. Bender getting 2 points. Milky getting 1 point.
Yay.
I'm afraid to ask. I'm afraid to put this out in the open, so I have to check on Milky for something. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I just had a feeling based on some numbers, and I'm gonna check on this one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's their driver wheelbase, everyone?
Driver wheelbase. Wait. Yeah. Going once. Going twice. Driver wheelbase. Fort.
Okay, wait, for some reason I'm having a real hard time actually just finding it. Okay, there we go. Don't know why. Okay, so
The sun.
No, that would be 19.5.
19.5. Milky.
7.67.
God, that's small.
Jeez.
Dean.
Surprise, surprise.
17.
Bender.
14.
14. And Kaiser.
15.67.
Okay.
God.
Yeah, no, I was prepared to not be... I was prepared for that one. Anyway, Milky wins with 5 points on this little engine. Bender gets 4 points. Kaiser gets 3 points. Dean gets 2 points. And Fort gets 1 point. Fort's still holding down the 5s and 1s. You've had only one stat that's not either of those.
Yeah.
Anyway. Dean.
Did we do that already? Hold on, let me just check the thing. Where is it? We did that already. Yeah, because I called that. Ah, damn.
Wow.
Oh, this is gonna be rough. Let's do it. Robert Limousine power computation.
Da 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 da. All right. Going once. Going twice. All right. Fort.
So it was Robert Lemais's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough.
However it is pronounced, I am sorry.
Okay.
So that'd be
Consinas.
that would be is right? Okay, yeah. So that'd be 21,075.
Okay.
Oh
Milky.
no.
4,068. So close to
I
being
like
nice.
that reaction from Dean.
9809.
Why is it so bad? Bender.
I probably have little itty bitty cylinders.
5473.
That cylinders have nothing to do with it. It's like grade area multiplied by boiler pressure.
Yeah.
Kaiser.
What's my boiler pressure? That's what's taking me down.
Kaiser?
Kaiser.
Oh, sorry. 9158.
Wow. You almost beat Dean. That would have been amazing. Anyway, Fort wins by doubling everyone else's. Then Dean gets 4 points, Kaiser gets 3 points,
Barely.
Bender gets 2 points, and Milky gets 1 point.
Barely won. Or barely
He barely
scraped
got
by.
a 4. Okay, Bender, what's your last stat call?
When you guys say one of the power stats favors smaller engines, is it L1 or MT?
I don't know.
Usually MT.
Yeah.
I've
MT,
tried doing the
MT
math. I
can
can't
get
do it.
very screwy.
I am going for MT.
Okay, going once.
Veto.
Okay.
And the vetoes are off the board.
Yep.
My ace in the hole.
Damn it. Oh,
Well,
sorry.
something else.
I'm thinking about it. Crap.
What does MT stand for?
No idea.
Definitely Montana.
Does Tyler know?
I'm sure that power L1 is supposed to be power Li.
No.
That's
I
L1.
think it is.
No, it's L1.
All right,
And
we're
let
gonna.
me see with Power MT. I don't remember if there's actually a thing.
Have we done
Why?
total engine and tender weight?
We have
No, we
not
have,
done
haven't we?
total engine and tender weight. Oh wait,
Let's
sorry.
do that.
Yes, we have. It got vetoed.
We have.
Dang.
We
Ratio
have-
driving wheelbase to oval engine wheelbase. I'll go for
That's a
it.
good one.
I'll suck.
Going
Oh
once.
no.
Going twice. No, says the guy who's going to get second. Fort.
So wait, this was a driver wheelbase to overall wheelbase, right?
Yeah. Ratio of
Ratio
driving
of
wheelbase
driving.
to overall engine wheelbase.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't say ratio. Okay, so that would
dare
be 0.44.
That's so
Oh
bad.
my
dude.
god, I am at least better than him.
You're a Mikado.
Yeah.
Milky.
0.47.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Dean.
That's 0.46.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I love
I'm
this.
trapped.
Someone needs
Chat the
0.45. Come on, 0.45.
Oh, we're going for a straight here. Bender.
Please.
Sorry, 0.57.
There's a 5 in that.
-2.
Kaiser.
0.64.
Okay,
Damn.
yeah, that's
Okay.
expected.
Oh yeah.
A worthy
No, I'll
opponent.
take being middle of the road. Take that.
Okay, Kaiser takes home 5 points here. Bender takes 4. Milky takes 3. Dean takes 2. And Fort gets 1. Alright. Finally, our last stat call from the contestants. Kaiser.
Okay, I'm gonna throw y'all. No, I won't do that one.
Oh, no.
I want to, but I don't want to, and let's just do it. Same as above, but substitute firebox area for grade area.
Alright. Same as above, but substitute
dear.
firebox area for grade area. Going once, going twice. Fort.
Okay. Substitute.
It's tough to miss. It's got the really long preamble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like again, I'm looking at a row of 5 numbers. I'm making sure I'm putting in the right one. Okay, so that'd be 135,585.
Oh no.
135. You love to hear it. Milky.
I hate everything.
13,590.
Good lord.
At least it's better than Milky.
Dean.
81,900.
At least it's better than the narrow gauge.
Yeah.
Bender.
30,601.
Okay.
No.
And Kaiser.
48,873.
Okay, you nabbed yourself a 3.
4.
I like how I'm like in a different atmosphere compared to everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. You did bring in Northern to a gunfight. Fort gets 5 points. Dean gets 4. Kaiser gets 3. Bender gets 2. Milky gets 1. And tally up your points for the end of round 4. Tyler.
Yeah.
I need your attention. What the heck are we gonna do? I know we need to see what the numbers are, but just start formulating some ideas, which I'm sure you already have.
I'm not dead last.
I have a few potential options.
Okay. All right, everyone seems to have tallied their numbers up, so here's where we stand. Pretty close race. The SNY, M, and BR, the chunk consolidations, are in the lead with 64 points. Man, if these things win, I kind of want these to win. The WI and M numbers 1 and 2 are in second place with 62 points. The Mexican narrow gauge thing is in third with 61 points. The Frisco Mikado is in fourth with 59, and the Canadian National U2B or U2G, sorry, is in last with 58 points. Yeah, no, you guys had a million classes for everything. Okay, this is a pretty close race. So what do we do? Do we do something revealing and interesting? Because I see some things. I don't want to do anything too cheesy like Builder or Valve Gear, because we've got so many good ones left. We've got boiler pressure, we've got cylinders, we've got factor of adhesion. I'd like to do factor of adhesion, because I don't know what we're getting out of that. I have no idea.
That's fair. Stuff that's left and the stuff that's been vetoed. Those matter.
While you mull that over, I just will say...
factor of adhesion would probably be the best.
Okay, factor of adhesion it is. Everybody get yours real quick while I look at the numbers just for a second. And, yeah, so for the audience, if we didn't include the style points here, which, actually, I think we don't. Let me check the rules really quick. After Judge's Choice, the bottom 2 contestants are contested from the... Yeah, so it is after Judge's Choice. So that gives us some leeway to play with this. But we will have to do some math in our heads really quick. It will help when we have the better sheet. So, the bottom 2 going would mean the U2 and the Frisco Mikado would be out of it, meaning we're left with the big consolidation, and the 2 10-wheelers, which is an interesting lineup if I do say so. Yeah. Anyway, Fort, what is your factor of adhesion?
Factor of adhesion for the U2G class is 4.33.
4.33.
Where's mine?
Milky.
3.70.
Okay, those are remarkably close in the way that only factor of adhesion can be. Dean.
4.23.
4.23. Okay. Better.
4.53.
That's bad.
Okay.
And Kaiser.
4.28.
That's like the second best one here. That's okay. So you guys know where to fill this in, and I may have you add it to your total, but don't do it yet. So Dean gets 5 points. He's closest to 4. Kaiser gets.
Are you? No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Dean gets 5 points. Kaiser gets 4 points. Milky gets 3 points. Fort gets 2 points, and Bender gets 1 point. So here's where we stand right now. Okay, yes, I don't feel like doing the math in my head. Please add that into your total.
Okay.
But remember that we already added it, so you don't add it again later.
Okay.
Oops. Shut up.
Oh boy. Oh my lord.
It's a 3-way tie.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, never mind.
Ooh, this is interesting.
So close to greatness right there.
Wow. You know what? I liked the arrangement before better, but there we go. We're deprecating WINM 1 and 2, and the Canadian National U2G. So, Bender and Fort, I'm sorry, but you are folded.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pastas. And now we begin with... So the next person who has... the next lowest person... Oh, crap. I guess it'd be Milky, because we have a tie. So, Milky, give me a style point.
Okay. Would my Smokebox store count as one because it has that weird handle on
Absolutely
it?
it would, and I think you're the only person who has that.
Yes.
So you take a point immediately. Don't add it in, but take a point. Anyway, have you got another one?
Okay, another one. How about my smokestack? It's pretty weird. Pretty wacky.
Yeah, I agree that your smokestack is 100% wacky. Take a point for that weirdness. Tyler, do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Tyler...
That is actually a spark arrestor.
Ah.
Excuse me?
Spark arrestor, apparently.
How does that...
My extension is an arrestor. It's weird as well. Actually, if we wanted to, by technicality, it also gets a cap stack as the original.
Oh.
So it's a double spice here, folks.
Well,
if you want to go by technicality, my locomotive had a spark arrestor when it worked for the SNY. So,
do we give him the point for that, Tyler? Do you think?
Do you have a photograph of it with it? Because I don't see it on.
It's not on the picture that I sent, but I do have a picture of it with the spark arrestor.
Yeah, toss that in.
Let me see if I can find.
Oh yes, my builder's photo.
Yeah.
But
since we're doing spark arrestors, anyone that had a spark arrestor in service, even if you are folded, give yourselves a point. Because I believe I see one on an engine there, but I don't know if that's actually one of the ones in play. Yeah, no, that's not one of the ones in play. Oh, I see what happened here. This is weird. This engine's weird.
All right.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Nada Pacific.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird boy, but it's cool. Quirky.
Alright, Kaiser, if you can find a picture of it.
I found a picture.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
I found a picture.
Okay.
It is the weirdest spark arrestor you will ever see, but it is a spark arrestor.
It cannot be weirder than this one.
Yeah, come on.
I'm waiting to see.
Oh wait, is it the one with the map?
Uh-oh. All of Kaiser's bandwidth is being used to send this photo.
On top of that. Come on, you thing, send. There we go.
Oh,
that ain't that weird.
That's not that weird. That's also the cheapest spark arrestor on the planet.
Do you know what it looks like to me?
What?
It's like the caps that you see people in cafeterias wear.
I thought you were about to say a yarmulke, because that's also what it made me think of. All right,
that is also fair.
Do we have Kaiser a full point for that?
Sure.
Yeah. All right, Kaiser, take a point from that.
It's quirky.
All right, Milky, you got another one?
I had gold paint as built.
Yeah, okay. I like this.
Did anybody else have? Wait, where?
It's the lining and the lettering.
Yeah.
Like actual gold leaf? Because that's...
Yes.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I can confirm it. I actually, I just pulled up the BLW order form.
All right,
it says on here, style 217, black and gold.
Nice.
Okay, I mean, that's cool. If anybody else had gold leaf, give yourself a point. Milky, another one.
Kaiser, why in the hell is your whistle bent backwards?
That's just how they mounted it.
Thud.
I hate it.
To be fair, I have no idea why mine is so freaking tall.
11'8" on this railroad. Anyway.
I'm trying to find a other, because... Yeah,
well, you can pass and we'll come back to you. I mean, you'll automatically pass once this timer runs down.
Tyre, seems how you got the spec sheet up. Was I ever green?
No, you were not green. as built,
was
you're
green.
black and gold.
I don't.
But it is since I have the spec sheet open, you were not built as a oil burner. It seems.
Oh,
Excuse me.
It was a conversion.
My
This also
locomotive
wasn't
was
built
green
as a
at one
10-wheeler,
point in
so I
time.
don't know what it was built as.
It's weird because everywhere it says in it, like all the photos in service, it's an oil burner. But as built, there is no note on the tender tank for a oil tank bill.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure this thing was built as a Ford Pinto. But
Yeah.
Milky, we'll have to come back around to you because your timer is out.
Yeah.
So next in the line, Dean, what have you got?
I have cab doors.
You do have cab doors, as does Milky, as does I think everyone but the Uggo.
Wait, it has cab doors.
Uh,
Oh, wait, never mind.
on the front. On the front.
Different
Front
kind of
doors.
cab doors. Okay, never mind.
I
I
actually
also have-
I need to examine this photograph to see. It looks like the big consolidation has cab doors. So everyone except for Dean everyone except for Fort take a point for your forward cab doors.
I
Yeah.
also have a smoke light.
You do have a smoke light. That actually jumped
Yeah.
out to me. I don't think anyone else has it, although I wouldn't be surprised if No, doesn't seem like you have one, Fort.
I've never heard of a smoke light before. What is that?
It's a little. If you look at Dean's picture, it's a little light that points at the smokestack, so that you can see the color of your smoke when you're running at night. So you know if you're firing too much.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a very
no,
nice
It's a
thing.
weird luxury.
Yeah.
Huh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
I've also got a coffin feed water heater.
Yes, you do.
it's-
Anyone with a feed water heater take a point.
Well, look at that. I finally get to get a bonus point.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I had, I believe I had power reverse too. Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah,
a
I
picture
do.
of the other side of the engine?
Let me go grab. While I grab one, I also have a booster, and a mechanical stoker. Oh, I'm also a rebuild of a consolidation.
Okay, Tyler, you think about that while he grabs the picture of the. Also, I might have missed one in there because I got a little bit distracted with what the heck happened in this chat while we were making the show. What do you say? So you've got that power reverse allegedly.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't.
I don't think I did that. That just looks like an air tank.
Okay. I mean, send the picture anyway, and we'll decide.
Send it.
Yeah, you don't have power reverse.
Yeah, it's an air tank.
I thought that I had one, but I do have
Wait a minute. What is
a
that?
stoker. What?
What is that? What is
What's
that? What is that thing, Tyler? About halfway along the boiler. It's kind of blurry, but
Pipe?
Let me see here.
it looks like a rod. Is it the injector? No. Yeah.
The thing halfway along the boiler going up to top, or what?
Halfway along the boiler, along the side, over the over the third drive wheel, above the running board.
That looks like. I don't know.
I've seen the control for that before. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Let me look at more contemporary photos, because this thing exists. You can grab photos of it.
Okay.
I will also grab my own when I was there.
Well, real quick before we move on,
Private?
because the timer ran out on that one.
Oh damn.
That's okay. We'll come around to it real quick. Will you rule if being rebuilt from another wheel arrangement is a style point?
You see, only if we count the Pacific to.
I've been willing to accept the Pacific to a 10-wheeler.
Okay, then we should
What
count
about the
it
mechanical
because.
stoker?
Did Dean call mechanical? Sorry, I missed
did.
one in there. Take a point if you have a mechanical stoker. I thought I did think
think
you said
every-
something
Is
about
oil firing technically a
stoker.
mechanical
No, oil
stoker?
firing is not a
No.
mechanical
No.
stoker.
We'll get back to you on that one.
I'm trying to think if I gave myself a point for a feed water heater. I think I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Moving right along then, real quick. Next up is Kaiser.
Okay, so I have little shade things for my, like, if you look at my picture,
Oh, cab shades.
the part that comes off the cab that gives shade
You
to
do
the
have
window.
really
Yeah.
nice cab shades, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
So absolutely, take a point for your cab shades. I'm not sure anyone else has. Well, actually, 1351 has cab shades. So Dean, take a point for your cab shades also.
Oh wait, did he ever get a point for power reverse?
He didn't have power reverse.
Oh, okay. So nobody else can get a point for
Oh,
that.
actually, if you do have power reverse, get a point. And this is why we got to do one at a time, because technically that should have pushed it onto the next person, and all the points after that should have been void. So one at a time. Let us verify 1 point at a time, please. Anyway, Kaiser.
Let's see. I have a steam-powered bell.
Okay, you get an air ringer.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's
I don't
not
have that.
steam, it's air, buddy.
Technically
might
still
have
steam
that.
powered, just extra steps.
Gosh.
Anyone else that has an air ringer, give yourself a point. Kaiser, take the point for that.
I don't know if I have that or not.
I'm pretty sure you have it.
I'm pretty sure the Canadian does. As to 1351, let's just do check. I would be shocked if it didn't.
I don't even have a bell nowadays.
I'm watching the video I found earlier to see if I can.
1351 has an air ringer.
Yep.
Does?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah, it does.
All of the three more modern engines all have air ringers, I would reckon. Okay, Kaiser.
Okay, let's see here.
Remember, if you hit 10 points, that's it.
I know. Let's see. I have external injector pipes.
That's not a point.
As opposed to
That's
internal.
how it works.
Well, all right. Kaiser, hit enter, and we'll wrap back around to you afterward, if you still can. Milky.
Okay, I am going to say the obvious here. Outside frame.
Is that a style point?
I would say.
I would say it is.
Yeah,
I'd say
yeah.
it's cool, but
works.
it could be more maintenance intensive, I believe.
But think
Well,
about.
the thing is, though,
Go ahead,
you
Tyler.
get all of your bearings and stuff right out front.
Yeah.
So instead of you having to oil up inside of, reaching around the wheel,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
all right in front of you. So, and then also if you need to replace a broken leaf spring, boop.
Okay.
The other thing is,
My next.
and I was sorry, Milky. I just wanted to cover this really quick.
Oh, it's okay.
The other thing is about the reason for outside frames is so that you can have a larger boiler settle down a little bit lower, and
Yeah.
that is a distinct advantage that most of the time just larger engines didn't need to have, but in an engine this small, it is an advantage. Anyway, Milky, what else do you got?
Okay, multiple fuels, as we found out.
Yes, you do have multiple fuels, as we just learned. So that's a style point.
And
If anybody else has that, go ahead and give yourself a point. Wood does not count as a multiple fuel usually. Sorry, clarification. Wood doesn't count as an alternate fuel if it's an incidental thing, like, oh, we're on a logging line, so we just happen to use wood sometimes. But
yeah.
But anyway.
Okay, when was everyone retired? Because I was retired in 1965.
Ooh, retirement.
That is late.
I don't think anyone can beat you there.
It depends on when you would want to count retired. The number one last ran in 1959, but it was only off the books in 65, which means technically it was under Milwaukee ownership for like 3 years.
Dismissed from service as a group in May of 1952.
Okay.
Of course, because we're the Southern and you neutralize Surrey.
116 was retired in 55, so can't really.
Well, we just need to beat. What was yours, Milky? 65?
1965.
65.
Yep.
I think the only question here is, Tyler, do we give the point to Bender also?
The thing I'm thinking about is 6 ran up to retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of the same thing with the magma engines is a lot of them were sidelined before they were officially off the books, but they didn't run. So that feels like cheesing it, because then I could turn around and say, oh, the cookie was on the books until 88, because it technically was. It was on the books until 88 when they donated it to the Colorado Historical Society.
That's fair. All right, so Milky, take your point, and that'll be a solo point for you in being the latest in service.
Yay.
Okay. Anything else?
Actually,
not from you.
Not from me.
Oh.
Do I have anything else? I think I want to say that I'm the first Pacific type to operate in Mexico.
Really?
Can you prove that?
Yeah.
Tyler says yeah.
I'm pretty positive because I don't think there were any other Pacifics built in 1904 for Mexico.
This is one of the earliest Pacifics in this regard.
That is also fair. In 1904, the Pacific was a relatively new idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? You can take that. That's a really cool one, actually. All right. Go again.
Okay.
You've got you got two more spaces for wiggle room there.
Can I throw something out here, because I'm seeing this and it's bugging me?
You can only throw it out if Milky is willing to fold here.
Okay. Actually, no. I just realized that this overlaps with one of the previous points, so that's a note can do.
Fair enough. Well, Milky, I do see something, but I can't say it unless Milky wants to fold. The timer is running down, so we'll see what happens here.
Pressure's on.
Fold or no fold, Milky, up to you.
Wait, can I have a style point for my pump on my tender as built?
What?
My.
Yeah. It's not a pump. That's your reservoir.
Okay, that's what I thought. I knew that I remembered it from the C16. I remembered it being something.
Yeah.
Bender, that looks
do
sad.
have though, if we're talking about stuff on the tender, you do have toolboxes.
Well, unfortunately, that the time on that has expired, so we'll have to come back around to that if possible.
Okay.
Dean.
Yes.
You've got 4.
Count. Sorry.
I said you've got 4. Make it count.
I have an air actuated firebox door.
That's cool. Take a point.
Yes, I do. 7.
If anybody else has that, take a point. But I don't know how you would.
I would imagine 4 does.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else you got?
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of it. Where's my thing?
Let me see.
What list isn't?
I do see something.
Oh, you know what? Thermic siphons.
Thermic siphons are a good one. Take a point for that.
Nice.
Does anybody else?
I have those too.
Yeah.
I think. Do they?
I wouldn't be surprised, but check your description
on
Loco.
Yeah, they do have thermic siphons. They have 3 of them.
Cool.
Okay.
And according to us in the Locomotive, I do in fact have a power reverser.
Okay, it must just be buried in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll just get a look at the point. Take that point retroactively. What more can it say?
Yeah, and Kaiser also has the power reverse if he didn't take the point for it earlier, and Fort, I would assume, also has that power reverse if he didn't take the point for it earlier. But I think I instructed everyone to do that.
Yeah, that was like one of the first ones I took.
Yes. All right, what else you got, Dean?
I'm thinking.
Let's run down here.
I have boiler steps going up the side of the boiler. That may not be a good one.
Tyler, what do you think about that? All right.
Yeah, I thought so.
All right, Kaiser.
Okay. I have marker lights.
I think everyone has marker
Everybody
lights.
has marker
Yeah.
lights.
Everybody
Everybody
has marker
does.
lights.
But you know what? That's fine. That's a valid stat call. Everybody take a point.
Okay.
Wait, really? Okay.
Yes.
Sure,
Yeah.
I guess.
Sure.
Which actually
My only-
pushes Dean up to 10.
I can't take any more.
Kaiser has half a marker light, but only half my class had marker lights.
But
Anyway, all right, Kaiser, where are you at? Are you at 9?
Yeah, I'm at 9. I got one more to go.
All right.
Let's see here. I
Oh,
I
see
have
one.
something that's really cool, but may not be a style point. There's a picture of my locomotive with Elvis.
No,
That's
that is
cool.
a style point. That's awesome.
That is style.
Elvis.
so,
I don't know how I would term that exactly, but the king is a style point. All right, Kaiser is folded. Milky,
Okay, toolbox in my tender.
you do have the toolbox. All right, you hit 10, you're folded. Everyone
Yay.
add your bonus points, specific, just the style points, into your total, and we'll see where we stand.
I has a question.
Go ahead.
Look at that type. What the hell?
What's your question?
Does the number 1 have toolboxes, or is it just like the holdout for the handbrake and whatnot?
let me see.
Knowing how those railroads work.
You know, those in the corners at the
I mean,
very
that
top.
looks
Those
like a
weren't
toolbox
there
to me.
as built.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
take a
it's a
point for that
toolbox.
toolbox,
Sweet.
for the alleged toolbox.
No, knowing those giant railroads,
toolbox.
they would have one.
I'm just trying to see if I can get any other pictures of mine. I don't think I have.
All right, so I do think this helped. We just need to be a little bit better about verifying as the calls roll in. So it isn't quite as long. It isn't quite as painful. Anyway, helps to know your engine. So here's where we stand at the end of the show.
Yeah, it does.
But before I do the announcement, a reminder once again that if you like Locomotive Versus, you'll love Locomotive Versus trading cards. There'll be a link down in the comments to buy some on our Kickstarter. That's 16 of the U.S. and Canada's most famous steam locomotives, including 844, 611, and 1278, the one that blew up at Gettysburg. Among others. Unfortunately, none of the engines here are in that. That would have been a smart promo, actually.
Yeah.
But I don't think straight. So the winner is I almost called it the Saratoga and North Creek. The Susquehanna and New York. What class are these? Oh, it's just class 116. These enigmas. I'm happy to see it. I will be happy to never see it again. Congratulations, Kaiser.
In one day.
You got a first place. I don't know if this is your first place, but congratulations.
Yeah, this is my first.
Oh my
Hey.
God! You can only win with disaster pieces. Just want to say the one thing I noticed for you, and I'll go through these as I mention them. I noticed two things for you. One is you got chains on your tender, and two is you got polling pockets, which not everybody had. You also
I do. Damn.
So in second place are two engines, the other two engines that were in the style point round. Tyler, do you want to do it?
what?
The name.
Oh, okay, fine. Let me go pull this up again.
You left already?
Ferrocarril y Zacatecas.
Yeah, that.
That.
Yes.
With 74 points, the thing I noticed for you, Milky, was you have good rearward visibility over that short
Okay.
tender. 74 points. Also at 74 points is the Frisco 1351 Mikado.
Break.
I
The
don't.
big frick.
Yeah, the Frick. I don't think there was anything that jumped out for me for you that needed to go. But you've got a cool number plate, so you've got that going for you.
I do.
Yeah.
The other two ended up tied. What is with this episode? I just noticed. So it's 78, 274s, 267s. The Western Idaho and Montana number 1 and 2. Also got 67 points. I don't think there was anything that I picked out for you that needed to be called. Oh, you have a stat cap. That's a good
I
style
also
point.
have a reversing light.
Oh, so you do. That's right, you do. Of course, you didn't get to call any. But also in fourth place, last place, whatever you want to call it, the Canadian National U2G. Notably, you have fun things like an enclosed cab, elephant ears, and
White walls.
Yeah, white walls, Vanderbilt tender,
Train.
whether or not the style point is up for debate, of course.
Trains model.
Trains model, lighted number boards, like
Physical model as well.
if you weren't bopping back and forth between ones and five, if you got like one more not one, you probably would have. You certainly could have taken the lead. You have a lot of points. You've got box pock drivers, but you know what? Sometimes, you get good luck early in a Royale, and then you end up shut out by the end of it. So I think these points went relatively well.
Sometimes just plain mediocre.
It is a little bit cheesy with something like this getting knocked out, but you know what? I think that's sort of a balancing act. I think that because this thing could have totally swept the field, I think it's a good thing to keep these big engines, this outlier like this, from sweeping the field. I think it makes a fairer Royale, but who's to say? Maybe this was a fluke. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm biased by the fact that I want my own rules to have done well, which is definitely true. And nevertheless, we will see you next month, the beginning of April, where the Royales come back. There may be some further tweaks, further changes. We'll have to see. One of the things that has been really on my mind because of the creation of the cards is that the cards are not tailored to a class, unlike Locomotive versus a Royale often is. The cards are tailored to a specific locomotive. And not only that, a specific locomotive at a specific point in time. And that, I think, is the true, best way to do a Royale. But it's a lot harder. So, anyway, I'd like to thank you guys all for coming. I'd like to thank the audience members for showing up, both in Discord and out, those viewing, buy some trading cards. I'd like to thank Tyler for tagging along and making this work out and providing the information and the sanity that we all need. This is why he says he's losing it, because he transfers it to all of us. He makes sure that I can keep producing this show, which is I'm very thankful to him for. Honestly, Tyler, your contributions to the things that I try to make are beyond measure and beyond words, and I am so grateful.
And let's have a round of applause for Tyler.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
That's a lie. Anyway, Fort Milky Dean Bender Kaiser, thank you for coming along. Fort, thanks for proposing this Royale, and we'll see you. Well, I'll see you next week for whatever the Wednesday special gets voted on, which is like a 90% chance of locomotion, I would bet. Anyway, I mean, you could vote for something else, anything else. I'll do Transport Fee. I'll do XCOM. I'll do Minecraft. I've got modded Minecraft.
But majority of people vote for locomotion.
I know everyone wants locomotion. All right, I'll see you next week for more locomotion. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Oh, and thanks to Steve and Wes also, because we couldn't do it without the locomotion.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
The ultimate chads.